three-point shot. Hagee right back taking another shot. He's going to miss. The ball's going to go off at Fairfield.
After the game, we'll sit down for the Adams County Regional Medical Center Coach's Comment Show. We'll talk to Coach Quentin Williams after the ball game. Don't forget, March 24th, it's the 38th annual C103 Shack All-Star Game. As ball inbounds, almost knocked away. Hagee has it, though.
Hagee has taken 4 of the 6 shots for Western early in the game, pulling up for a three-pointer. That's going to be Cam James.
Make it 8-1 the score now with 5:09 to go in the first half. Friend in the backcourt with the basketball, dribbling to the side and bounce pass right side and back out to Moots. Now to Friend. Now they'll find Bennington in off the left side again. Back out again. This time to Collins. That's his first touch on the offensive set so far.
If I were Fairfield, I'd probably try and get that second foul on Carter. I'd drop it down into Gunnar Bennington. They looked at him pretty hard.
Bounce pass behind the defense, up and in. Wyatt Collins makes it 8-3. It's back to a 5-point game. Very early, 4 minutes and 36 seconds to go first quarter, and that's your H&R Block scoreboard update. H&R Block, your tax and financial partner, their office in West Union.
Hagee with the ball again, going to drive into the paint.
Then off the right side, it's a 3-shot again. This time it won't stay down. That was Cam James. And what are we going to get? A foul off of the shot against Western.
Colt Henderson going to pick up that foul. His first, team second on the Western Indians.
At the halftime, Chase Taylor will bring you up to speed with the Higgins Steel Roofing Studio update. To catch up on stories in today's biggest headlines. Stay tuned for that. That'll be after at halftime as well as after our ball game.
Western flashing full court pressure.
Hook pass, and it comes to Moots. Moots being pressured there. They go in underneath, and they'll get a travel call. Turnover against Fairfield.
Great move. Second turnover on Fairfield in this first quarter.
4:05 to go first quarter. 8-3 the score. It is Fairfield trailing by 5. As bounce inbounds, it'll come now. Drew Hagee brings the ball down the floor. And tell you, welcome to our world, as off the left side there, Carter gets the basketball. He doesn't touch it much on the offense, does he? Out top, Hagee has it now.
He does. That's a big boy out there.
He is a big guy.
He's taking Gunnar Bennington away from the rim, though. Exactly what they're looking to do.
And a block shot underneath. Rodriguez tried to take the shot. Out ahead, they've got Fouch. Fouch has trouble collecting the ball, gets it up, turnaround up and in. Good job, Fouch.
Gabe Fouch with his 3rd point of the game. That was excellent by Fouch.
Snappy Tomato Pizza in West Union and Seaman proudly sponsors our coverage here on Good Guys Radio TV and C103. Snappies, so much taste in a snap. And we'll have the ball knocked away, and it will be Fairfield basketball.
Logan Lytle going to check in for the Western Indians. He'll replace Colt Henderson.
3:17 to go first quarter. 8-5 is the score. They're going to show some backcourt man-to-man pressure. Friend back there working against Rodriguez.
4-0 run for Fairfield.
Rodriguez and out they tried to, I think Larkin Friend went in kind of a half no-look pass outside to Fouch, and I think he caught Fouch a little by surprise. I don't think he saw that ball coming. 8-5 the score. Western with a 3-point lead. They have the ball. Daniel Rodriguez will bring the ball, that is Drew Hagee, a 5'10 sophomore, bringing it up the floor. Nice looking young player. A little half hook up off the right side. Nope. Rebound down underneath Bennington.
The substitution, Logan Lytle was down there. Nobody picked him up. I thought he was going to be wide open, but finally one of the players saw that he was open.
Friend just taking his time working there against Rodriguez. A little switch. Friend ends up with Carter. Bennington ended up with Rodriguez. Too bad they couldn't take advantage of that. Little turnaround.
How
and
about
there they go.
Move?
They did exactly what we were talking about.
How about that move by Gunnar Bennington? 6-0 run.
Yeah, they got a little mismatch. They got Rodriguez on Bennington, and that's not a matchup they wanted. Carter going the other way. Shot up, and there's a foul.
Think they're going to call that on. Nope.
March 24th. It's a C103 Shack All-Star game. We'll start things off in the evening with a girls basketball game, girls senior all-star team, and then we'll have a hot shot contest. Then we'll have a boys game, and at halftime of the boys game, we'll have a slam dunk contest. We'll give away thousands of dollars worth of scholarships. And if you have a senior athlete in your household that attends Shack Ashak High School, all they have to do is participate in athletics. It is not a basketball scholarship. 75% based upon your athletic accomplishments, 25% on academics, and you can be a wrestler, a bowler, a basketball player, a baseball player, cheerleader, doesn't matter. Apply. $1,000. We write you a check for $1,000 cash. The winner does. Pretty cool. One foul shot's good. One is bad. 9-7 the score now. Fairfield trailing by 2 has the basketball with 2:11 to go in the first quarter.
That last foul was called on Wyatt Collins, his first, team's first.
Moots for a long 3. Can he get it? He does. He liked that one. And Fairfield takes their first lead of the game. 2:03 to go in the first quarter. Fairfield on top now by 2.
Referee's going to have a little discussion. While they're having that discussion, let's tell who they are. I think they're going to call that foul on Mr. Daniel Rodriguez. That's his first, team's third.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to welcome everybody to our world. That is actually the way they gave us that name, Brett. We checked it on 2 different rosters. Then we get here, and you saw me shuffling papers over here. The one they've got up here says Rodriguez. But Mr. Smith and I spent 15 minutes this afternoon saying, that's not the right name. No, it is. Yeah, it is. No, it isn't.
What are we going with, Rodriguez or Rodriguez?
We're going to go Rodriguez because I've never heard of Rodriguez.
I hadn't either, but I was...
Hey, I was with you.
Yeah,
that's the way I said it the first time, and I got to look at it and think, oh, that can't be right. Minute 57. Sometimes the information is a little sketchy. 10-9 the score. It is Fairfield up by 1. As I think I said by 2. It's off the left side and 1. Good hard work by Cam James. He put it up and in, and that'll make it 10-11, or excuse me, I should say 11-10.
Gabe Fouts going to pick up that foul. Trey House is going to check in. He will replace Gabe Fouts. That basket, Cam James, his 5th point of the game. He's looking for the and 1. 11-10 the score. Western back on top.
As the foul shot up. Nope. Rebound fought for. Western comes out with it. They're going to get a chance to play add-on. As bounce pass, they'll go to Carter. A little hook back behind the defense. Nope. They couldn't. They were trying to get Haggy in the paint, but Fairfield disrupted that. Larkin Friend again in the backcourt working against Rodriguez.
Certainly looks like all the offense for Western goes through Haggy.
Certainly looks that way, doesn't it? Left side, shot up for a 3. It's up, no good. That was Bennington. And rebound down, back will go the other way, James. James is ahead to Carter. Carter in the paint, in trouble, partially blocked by Bennington. Moves the ball away. It'll be a turnover. It'll end up with Fairfield. Out ahead, Moots. Moots in traffic, a little hop and skip, and they're going to get a player control foul.
TJ Moots picks up his first foul. Team's third, both teams with 3 team fouls.
1:06 to go, first quarter. It's 11-10. Western up by 1. And Brett, I think a sauna would be cool compared to what it is up here right now.
Chase Hiles, Kyle Most, and Justin Maulmeister. Those are your 3 referees. Good crew. Of course, you expect that in tournament time. We're under a minute. 11-10 the score in the first quarter. It is Western on top of the Fairfield Lions.
Haggy goes to Carter off the elbow. Carter, a couple of spin moves up off the glass and in. Make it 13-10 now. As Friend again with the ball for Fairfield.
Both centers, nice drop steps, both Bennington and Carter.
Moots to Friend. And Bennington. And now they'll get Trey House a touch of the basketball.
Down to 20 seconds. Fairfield trailing by 3, 13-10.
Bennington, left side again now. This time to Collins. Now they go underneath the House. House off the glass. Nope. He's fouled. He'll shoot 2 foul shots with 9 seconds to go in our quarter. Western up by 3. Trey House will go to the foul line to shoot a couple.
Cam James is going to pick up that foul very close to the second foul called on Chase Carter going to the free throw line. That will be Trey House. Trey House is a 43.3% free throw shooter, 13 for 30 on the season from the free throw line.
Trey settles in, bends his knees, nice deep knee in, and puts it up and it rolls off the side. Nice crowd on both sides of the gymnasium here, both for Fairfield and Western. Huge student section for Fairfield, a pretty good sized one for Western as well. This is right in Western's backyard, as a matter of fact. They're the adjoining school here. Of course, some of you may not know it's Western Latham. You all know where Latham is. That'll make the score 13-11 now as he hits the second foul shot now. We'll go the other way. Haggie with the basketball, down to 5 seconds. Haggie in trouble, picks up the ball, taken away. Collins has it. Now Bennington, and that'll end the quarter. We're back after this on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxter Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
In action.
Don,
It is.
As a host athletic director, should he be up here serving us hors d'oeuvres?
I think so. I do believe so.
Or at least toweling us
well,
off from the
well,
sweat.
but I think he's being kind. He's going to give them to us after the game.
I hope they're cold.
Yes, there we go. Henderson has the ball. He's in the ball. He doesn't touch it much. It's Carter. Sets a screen. Haggie on a step back. Changes his mind. Now Carter on a long three. It's up off the rim. Nope. Rebound out of bounds. It'll be Fairfield ball. 7:38 to go first half. 13-11. Western leading Fairfield.
Both big men, Carter for Western and Bennington for Fairfield, have taken their attempts at three-point shots. They look pretty good, both of them. Neither dropped.
And for all you Eastern fans out there, that's Eastern Warrior fans, young gentlemen, we know that longtime teacher at Eastern, Mr. Cooper is how you know him. He's a band director, music director at Eastern. Came up to visit with us. He's the band director here at Western. Talking about how much he enjoyed being at Eastern. As Trey House off of the right side and one. He ties the game, makes it 13-all. Mr. Cooper always did live in the Western school system and finally got the opportunity and transferred up, but again, had good thoughts and comments about Eastern as well.
Danielle Rodriguez is going to check back into the game. That foul is going to be called on Mr. Colt Henderson. That's his second. He'll step out.
At the foul line, Trey House. He missed one, made one. There he gets one. He puts his team back up on top, 14-13 now. 7:07 again to go in our first half.
2 strong moves to the hole by Trey House. He now has 4 points in the game for Fairfield.
Shot from the corner for a three. It's up, it's good. Haggie buries the three. And just about the time you think Fairfield's going to take off, Western answers back. Make it 16-14 now. Western back on top.
Several lead changes, Don Bowles.
There is. I'll get the House off the right side. Now Fairfield needs to get a couple of baskets with a couple of stops. Bennington to Moots. Moots a little underhand dish there to Collins. Collins out top again. Now Friend.
I like that Fairfield seems to be settling into the game. That's a turnover on Friend. That's that old-fashioned palming the ball.
Yes. That's a term you don't hear very often.
Yeah, got to dig deep for that one.
6:22 to go in the half. 16-14 to go in our first half. Drew Haggie with the ball.
Fourth turnover by Fairfield. Excuse me, Don.
You're fine. Fairfield trailing by 2. And in frustration, Haggie gives the ball up. He had no place to go with it. Tried to throw it down, kind of one of those Hail Mary passes in the corner. And Fairfield's going to have it as it went out of bounds. Friend in the backcourt. Working again against Rodriguez. Bounce pass ahead, left side to Collins. Collins off the screen. Now 3-shot by Collins, looks good, does not stay down. Bennington on the rebound though. Bennington finds House underneath. Shot up and in.
Nice pass by Bennington. House makes it good. He has 6 points now in the game.
We're back to a tie ball game, 5:45 to go, and 16 all the score. Ahead left side, and then come out with it there to Lytle for a shot up and in, and again, Western retakes the lead, make it 18-16.
Logan Lytle from about 12 foot. They were trying to double down. He sprung open.
Larkin Friend again in the backcourt, again working against Rodriguez as they continue to show pressure in the backcourt. It's not really token pressure. They are actually harrying the basketball just a little bit, but it's not what you'd call really heavy, big-time full-court pressure. Moots, little spin move off the left side. Finds Friend off the right side, up and in. We're tied again, this time at 18 all, with 5 minutes to go in our first half.
Fairfield doing a great job drawing the defense, kicking it out for the easy shot. Friend is the beneficiary. He has two.
Rodriguez again, this time off the wing. And everything started with Hagee, and they've kind of shut Hagee down a little bit now. It's out of bounds. It will be Western ball, but Hagee was leading the charge early, and they've kind of quieted it down, and that's part of what's changed here in the game. And with 4:45 to go in our first half, it's time for that H&R Block in West Union, your tax and financial partner. The scoreboard update, the score tied at 18 all with 4:41 to go in the first half. Takeaway, House. House just stripped the ball away, drives in for a layup up and in, make it 20-18, and Fairfield takes the lead again with 4:30 to go in the first half.
Carter tries a little move down there. Instead, he hits the ground. It's out of bounds. Another turnover, the 5th in the game for Western.
Coming up to half, it's the Berry Chevrolet halftime report. Tune in as we give you the keys to the second half of the game. In the backcourt again, Friend will handle the basketball. This broadcast is brought to you by First State Bank, offering more than a dozen locations in Southern Ohio, including Highland, Brown, and Adams County. Friend has it off the left side. Thought about taking it in, changed his mind, backed it out, goes to Bennington. Now House off the wing. We've got timeout. We're back after this on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking. Taste the snappy tomato pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com.
Has the lead 20-18. We return to action. They will put the ball in play off of a timeout. 4:06 to go in the second quarter. Inbounds it comes to Moots. This is what I was talking about, Brett. This is the kind of thing Fairfield needs to get a basket here. Now they get a turnover instead. Hagee going the other way. But there's defense down there. Collins, and yeah, we're going to get a player control foul. That one was pretty obvious. And Fairfield will get it back, but where it was finished that thought, Fairfield needs to get a basket and then get a stop. And then they'll be off to the races. But right now it's just catch up, catch up, catch up.
That was a Euro step bulldozer charge, and that foul is going to be called on Drew Hagee. That's Drew Hagee's first foul. Team's 6th.
Let's give a shout out to Willie & Son Trucking. They bring our post-game report. Stay tuned for stats, coaches, comments, and more. Willie & Son Trucking just south of Leesburg, north of Hillsboro. Friend with the ball out off the top. Asked for a little help. Moots, who has not touched it a lot, gets a touch now. Spin in the paint, up, and we're going to get a foul. He'll go shoot 2.
I was thinking that was going to drop for Mr. Moots. It just didn't do so.
Thanks to our season sponsors, including Farm Credit Mid-America, securing the future rural, easy for me to say, communities. One home, one farm, one business at a time.
TJ Moots, he is an 87.2% free throw shooter, 68 for 78 on the year.
He can take my foul shots anytime he wants. He hits the first one. Fouch back into the ball game, by the way. And
Zach Teed also checks in. Zach Teed being a 6'2" senior, he checks in for Western.
Fouch came in for Collins, by the way. Second foul shot, nope. And that's unusual for Moots to miss the foul shot. 21-18, it's a 3-point lead for Fairfield. 3:24 to go in the first half. Dribbling out top, Haggy goes inside to Teed. Teed turnaround, nope. Rebound, fought for, and Friend comes out of there with it. It's almost like they planned on that play when he came in the game, wasn't it?
It certainly was. There have been very few missed field goal attempts in this second quarter.
Ball knocked away. Good defense there on the part of Rodriguez. It'll be out of bounds now as Larkin Friend will put it in play for Fairfield on the opposite side. We're on the home side of things. All the Fairfield fans all around. It's great to see a big crowd here for the Fairfield Lions. Fouch out top to House. Couple jab steps, then goes to Friend.
Don Bowles, we didn't think they would fill up the upper parts of this gymnasium, but if you look around, it's pretty full here.
It is. Fouch back out now to Friend. And the ball loose on the floor. Good recovery, Friend. Now to Fouch. Now he'll find House behind the defense. Shot missed. Fouch saves it back into Friend, though. Nice sequence. And a blocked shot, and House gets it back again. This time they'll go to Bennington. Bennington turnaround up off the glass and in. And we're going to get what? A player control foul against Fairfield.
Gunnar Bennington's going to get that foul. It looks like moved up under him while he was in the air, Carter, but I was wrong apparently. They're going to call that foul on Gunnar Bennington. That is his first, team's fourth on the Fairfield Lions.
2 minutes and 33 seconds to go in the first half. 21-18 is the score. Western will have the ball on the Fairfield end of things tomorrow night. First game, Lynchburg Clay Mustangs. That time has been changed, folks. It's at 6 p.m. at Waverly High School. It'll be followed at 8:30. That's a different time, too. It was originally set for 8. It's at 8:30. Waverly High School North Adams will take on Lucasville Valley. Now, keep in mind that they will be clearing the gym. So if you want to go up and watch both ball games, you're going to have to go up and pay twice to get in. So you have to pay once. They actually make you go back outside, pay to get back in. So, again, tomorrow night, doubleheader. Lynchburg versus Minford. Minford, by the way, the #1 seed in the tournament and the #1 team in the state, according to the AP coaches poll. And that would be...
We'll see how they work on a 2-3 zone. It's going to be Fairfield putting the ball in play. 2:23 to go. 21-18. Fairfield on top by 3. We're coming up on that 2-minute mark in the first half.
Friend with the ball out off the wing. And they go inside to Bennington. The ball knocked away, and Carter ends up with it. Interesting look out there with Teed and Carter both out there. Both their big guys. Spin move off the elbow. Now a shot by Carter for a 3. Nope. Rebound, Trey House. And we'll get a foul against Western.
I believe they're going to call that foul on Logan Lytle. We'll see.
21-18 the score. It is Fairfield up by 3. Minute 55 to go in the first half.
Logan Lytle did pick up that foul, his first. That's now the 8th team foul, so it will be the simple bonus. Trey House, a 43% free throw shooter. He's 2 for 3 from the free throw line this evening. He's also your leading scorer for Fairfield with 8 points. He'll have to earn the second.
And he hits the first and will earn the second. Puts his team up. Biggest lead of the game now for Fairfield. They're up 22-18. If you're just joining us, Western jumped out to an 8-1 lead early. And it's Fairfield been fighting back ever since. He hits both of them, make it 23-18 now.
Trey House, the first member of the double-digit club. Tonight he has 10 points. 5-point lead for Fairfield, 23-18, 1:45 to go. Another turnover by Western.
Mr. Cam James took a little extra step there. Moots will put it in play.
4th turnover by Western in this second quarter, 7th overall in the first half.
Look at it to Friend in the backcourt. Friend works it ahead, working there against James. And over and back. He stepped over midcourt. And Coach Quentin Williams not happy with that.
Wyatt Collins is going to check in. He will replace Larkin Friend.
Minute 38 to go in the third quarter. Excuse me, third quarter. Boy, am I getting ahead of the game. Second quarter. Don't forget it's the Berries at Chevrolet halftime report, as well as the Higgins Steel Roofing Studio update. That's yet to come here in the ball game. Drew Hagee with the ball, working against Fouch. Little hop and a skip, and one.
Wow, nice move.
And I'm going to admit to you, I thought that may have been an extra step. But anyway, 23-20.
Costly foul. Gunnar Bennington picking up his second foul. Mr. Hagee, he joins the double-digit club with 10. First time to the free throw line for Drew Hagee. With 2 fouls, Cade Miller is going to check in for Gunnar Bennington. Cade Miller is a 6-foot junior.
At the foul line now, Hagee. And the foul shot's up and good. Make it 23-21. As we're going to have timeout on the floor. We're back after this on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
McCarty Associates, with offices in Hillsboro, Washington Courthouse, and Loveland, is an architecture, engineering, and surveying firm celebrating 50 years of serving southern and southwestern Ohio. McCarty Associates is a broad-based consulting firm providing services to governmental agencies, public bodies, corporate and business entities, and the general public. They also offer construction management for clients that require a higher level of assistance. If there is a construction project in your future, McCarty Associates can take your vision and help make it a reality. Visit McCartyAssociates.com for a complete list of their services.
You've been listening to us for years.
Shot up by for three. It's up and in.
Now it's time to watch.
I can save!
Good Guys Radio TV is here with live video coverage of everything happening in our area. Local sports.
And this one is a hard shot out to left field.
Local events.
Hey, this is Braden hanging out with you.
It's all on GoodGuysRadioTV.com.
That's GoodGuysRadioTV.com.
Come back from timeout, 1 minute 29 seconds to go in the half. The score 23-21. Fairfield leading by 2 as they trailed by as much as 7 at one time and trailed the entire first quarter. They trailed 13-11 in the first quarter break. And it's been kind of a tussle back and forth since then. Fairfield will put the ball in play on the opposite end of the floor with 1 minute 29 to go in the half. See if they can extend this lead out a little more. Cade Miller will pull the trigger as he puts it in play there. In the backcourt, bounce pass in, it'll go to Moots. Moots back over to Miller. Miller quickly ahead. Back over to Moots it goes. Moots, couple crossover dribbles, goes to House off the wing. Now to Fouch over in the corner. A little different makeup than you usually see is House with a 3-shot. It's up, it's good. Trey House is feeling it now.
He is feeling it. 13 points for Trey House.
In the first half, 26-21 the score now. As Carter, little push and shove, shot up, nope, rebound tipped out. And with help from Moots, Fouch ends up with it. Will go the other way. Loses the ball away, goes to House. House bounce pass to Moots. Moots is, oh my, a little push and shove there too. Now in the corner, Collins for a 3-shot. It's up, it's good. Make it 29-21 now as Fairfield, their biggest lead of the game, they're up by 8. 34 seconds to go in the half.
Wyatt Collins now 5 points for Fairfield.
And if you're not aware, you can watch this on Good Guys Radio TV. Good Guys Radio TV. Make sure you check that out. GoodGuysRadioTV.com. That's right, GoodGuysRadioTV.com. You can watch this ball game. It's all free, no subscription, none of that stuff. As we're down to 10 seconds. And the ball loose on the floor, and a takeaway will go the other way. Collins on a driving layup up and in, and they'll score again. 31-21, and suddenly Fairfield up by 10. That's the quarter. We're back after this. Up next, it's a Berries Chevrolet halftime report here on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well. And we've been doing just that since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, Our belief in the people of this community hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief. Member FDIC.
Begin your family camping adventure at Sherwood Auto and Camper Sales in Hillsboro, Ohio. Check out the all-new Coachman Clipper camping trailer. It's been engineered around one simple word: easy. Easy to set up, easy to store, easy to use, and most importantly, easy to enjoy. And weighing in at as little as 1,500 pounds, it can even be towed by a minivan or SUV. Sherwood carries the entire towable Coachman lineup, plus they've got a full-service center for all types of RVs and the largest parts and accessories store in the area. That's Sherwood Auto and Camper Sales, 1460 North High Street in Hillsboro.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxler Tractor.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
13-11 to lead by 2 at the end of the quarter break. But here in the second quarter, Fairfield with a great burst of scoring there in the last 2 minutes of the quarter outscored Western 20-8. They lead by 10, 31-21. Up next, it's a Higgins Steel Roofing Studio update. Right after this on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking. Taste the Snappy Tomato Pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com.
McCarty Associates, with offices in Hillsboro, Washington Courthouse, and Loveland, is an architecture, engineering, and surveying firm celebrating 50 years of serving southern and southwestern Ohio. McCarty Associates is a broad-based consulting firm providing services to governmental agencies, public bodies, corporate and business entities, and the general public. They also offer construction management for clients that require a higher level of assistance. If there is a construction project in your future, McCarty Associates can take your vision and help make it a reality. Visit McCartyAssociates.com for a complete list of their services.
You've been listening to us for years.
Shot up by for 3. It's up and in.
Now it's time to watch.
I can save.
Good Guys Radio TV is here with live video coverage of everything happening in our area. Local sports.
And this one is a hard shot out to left field.
Local events.
Hey, this is Braden hanging out with you.
It's all on GoodGuysRadioTV.com. That's GoodGuysRadioTV.com.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and we've been doing just that since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in the people of this community hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief. Member FDIC.
Begin your family camping adventure at Sherwood Auto and Camper Sales in Hillsboro, Ohio. Check out the all-new Coachman Clipper camping trailer. It's been engineered around one simple word: easy. Easy to set up, easy to store, easy to use, and most importantly, easy to enjoy. And weighing in at as little as 1,500 pounds, it can even be towed by a minivan or SUV. Sherwood carries the entire towable Coachman lineup, plus they've got a full-service center for all types of RVs and the largest parts and accessories store in the area. That's Sherwood Auto and Camper Sales, 1460 North High Street in Hillsboro.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxler Tractor.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Retook it at 146, led at the quarter. Then it was tied at 7:02 the third. Fairfield led by 1 at 7:07, on and on and on until finally there in that last 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes actually, of that second quarter, Fairfield finally took charge, and they proceeded to go onto a 13-1 run. And basically, bottom line, all they did was they jumped out and, as I said, took command. They got a little better quick pace off of their steals, a little better tempo, and they were able again just to take their own, kind of like just take charge. It looked a little bit like they were tentative for the first, I don't know, at least 14 minutes of the ball game, but the last 2 minutes they came out and they played Fairfield basketball. If they will do that, they'll win this game. If Western wants to win this game, they're going to have to settle down and keep Fairfield out of that transition game. They're going to have to keep them in the half court, and to do that, they're going to have to score points. And at least the last 2 minutes, they weren't able to do that. Fairfield just needs to keep on keeping on. They'll walk away the winner. We're back after this. The Barry Chevrolet halftime report continues here on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
Taste the Snappy Tomato Pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com.
McCarty Associates, with offices in Hillsboro, Washington Courthouse, and Loveland, is an architecture, engineering, and surveying firm celebrating 50 years of serving southern and southwestern Ohio. McCarty Associates is a broad-based consulting firm providing services to governmental agencies, public bodies, corporate and business entities, and the general public. They also offer construction management for clients that require a higher level of assistance. If there is a construction project in your future, McCarty Associates can take your vision and help make it a reality. Visit McCartyAssociates.com for a complete list of their services.
Ladies and gentlemen, we begin the second half of action. as Fairfield will have the basketball as we begin the second half. The score is 31-21. It is Fairfield with a 10-point lead. And Brad, Fairfield just needs to keep that tempo up off the defense, don't they?
Up by 1, Don Bowles, with under a minute, and go into the locker room, 10 points up. You can't beat that.
Out there it's Bennington as well as Fouch, and
that's going to be a third foul, I believe, on Gunnar Bennington, as Carter stole the ball from him. It is on Gunnar Bennington, his third.
Well, it was Bennington. I think it's going to change now. It looks like it's probably going to be Trey House as well as Fouch, along with Moots, Friend, and Collins out there for Fairfield. On the other hand, for Western, it's Rodriguez, Hagee looks like the starters, Jones, Henderson, and Carter. As Rodriguez, little step back 3. Nope, rebound Friend. We'll go back the other way.
So you get a player in foul trouble in the first 10 seconds, second half, but you got a player with 13 points in the first half comes in and replaces him. That's not bad.
You were just looking for a reason to get him in there, right?
That's right.
Moots with a little stop on just off the paint, up and in it goes, make it 33-21. Fairfield extends this lead.
T.J. Moots gets down there and gets a little separation on his defender for his 6th point of the game. Another foul going to be called on Fairfield. That's going to be called on Larkin Friend. That's only his first, but that is the team's second in the second half.
7:14 to go in the third quarter, 33-21 the score. As at the foul line now, it's Cam Janes, and the first foul shot is good.
Kind of like that name as well. Cam Janes, he's now 1 for 2 from the free throw line. He has 6 points in the game.
Janes' second foul shot, that rims out. Rebound down underneath Trey House. Out will go to Friend. Picked up again there by Rodriguez. Rodriguez pushes it over the left side to Fouch. Now they'll find Friend in off the left low block. And he's disappointed because it didn't go down, but he's going to go to the foul line. He'll get 2 foul shots with 6:59 to go in our third quarter. Join Ben Higgins, Game Days at 4:45 and just before tip-off for the Shack pregame report, brought to you by Ron Lynch with Edward Jones Investments in Maysville and People Save a Lot.
Daniel Rodriguez just picked up his third foul. Going to the free throw line is going to be Larkin Friend, his first trip to the free throw line on the evening. 67% free throw shooter on the season. He misses the first.
Fairfield up by 11 now.
Logan Lytle going to check in for Western to replace Mr. Daniel Rodriguez with the 3 fouls.
Friend will get a second foul shot. Well, look how small that lane, the players on the lane for Fairfield is. That's not a big ball club. Make it 34-22 as he hits the basketball, hits the shot. That's the best way to not worry about the rebounding, is hit the shot. Now off the right side, they'll go over to Hagee. Hagee dribbling the ball. He picks it up and gets it up and away. Carter at the elbow. Back out top now to Lytle for a 3 shot. It's up and good.
Logan Lytle now with that 3-point shot. He has 5 points in the game.
34-25. That cuts it back to single digits again. And a little maintenance on the floor there. It's got some moisture down underneath the basket. Fairfield would put it in play. Nice crowd here, as we said, on both sides of the gymnasium. They will clear the gym after this one for the second game. And the winner of this game comes back to play on Thursday. That's Ohio University Convocation Center, and that game will be at 6:15. You heard me right, at Ohio University in Athens. And certainly we hope that it would be the Fairfield Lions making that trip. Friend behind the back, swings it over to Fouch. Fouch back to Friend. Moots came out, started set screen, then backed off. Now they go to House, and the ball knocked away. And nice save there by House. Back out to Fouch, to Friend.
House has a good head game. He's always in the right spot. Good composure. Look at that pass.
Entry pass behind the defense to Collins. Makes it 36-25. That'll give him back to an 11-point lead.
Trey House making me an honest man with that pass right there.
Hagee out there to Henderson. Henderson, Carter, both seniors. The rest of everybody else on the floor for Western. We got timeout on the floor. We're back after this on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
You've been listening to us for years.
Shot up by
Yeah.
for three. It's up and in.
Now it's time to watch.
I can sing!
Good Guys Radio TV is here with live video coverage of everything happening in our area. Local sports,
And this one is a hard shot out to left field.
local events.
Hey, this is Braden hanging out with you.
It's all on GoodGuysRadioTV.com.
That's GoodGuysRadioTV.com.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and we've been doing just that since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in the people of this community hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief. Member FDIC.
Off the inbounds, Carter gets the basketball and buries the three up off the wing, make it 36-28. And it's back to an 8-point ball game again. Fairfield still with the lead. Friend in the backcourt, swings it left side to House. And then he'll find Collins off the left side. Back in there, by the way, Larkin Friend, as in underneath Moots. Oh my. He went to his right, went back to his left, and a steal of the basketball, Collins. Collins dribbles around. 10-point ball game. Fairfield up. Back out top, it'll be to Friend. Big turnover there by Western.
Down in that first quarter, every time Fairfield tried to make a run, it seemed like Western turned them away. In this second quarter and third quarter, it seems like it's Fairfield doing the same thing.
Fouch, long three. Nope. Rebound down Haggy. And we'll get a foul in the backcourt this time against Fairfield.
Trey House going to pick up that foul. That is his first foul, team's third on the Fairfield Lions.
4:52 to go in the third quarter. District semifinal. Team moves on now after this. Whoever wins this to the district championship. Haggy, little dish there to James. James in trouble, caught in traffic. Back out top there to Lytle. And now, and boy, they're letting them play a bit, aren't they? Haggy with a jump shot. Nope.
At times.
Rebound, yes, and that's a problem. That becomes tough for players when they do, when it's a little uneven. Friend with the basketball off the right side. Dribblings around. Got his best friend out there with him. The defender there, James. Back it'll go to House. And the ball knocked away. Will go the other way. James, driving layup up and in. 38-28 again the score. Excuse me, 38-30. Back to an 8-point ball game.
Cam James now 8 points for Western.
Fouch has it off the right side. Takes it to the elbow, step through, shot up, and they'll get him for a travel.
I don't know that he did, but it certainly looked just that move.
It did.
You start with the presumption that was a walk.
38-30. Fairfield up by 8, 3:43 to go in our third quarter, and that is our H&R Block scoreboard update brought to you by Jeff Newman and his staff at H&R Block in West Union.
Kind of a busy time of season, isn't it, for Mr. Newman?
Boy, is it ever. And he can take care of, he'll make sure you get everything you're owed. Inside they go to Carter for a turnaround jumper. It's down to a 6-point lead. 38-32 now. Fairfield with the lead.
The Big Eater just hit a 3-point now, and nice little fade away from 12 foot. Carter now has 8 points in the game.
And we'll get a touch foul out off the left wing now against Western.
Cam James going to pick up that foul, his second. That is the team's second for Western.
3:10 to go in the third quarter. Friend will put the ball in play just in front of the Western home fans. And they go to Collins, and then they'll find Friend down underneath, shot up and in.
Oh, wow.
Nice fall away as he was going through the lane, make it 40-32. That'll put it back up to an 8-point lead. Now let's get a stop, Fairfield.
Nice set play by Fairfield on side out.
Carter. And
yeah,
we're going to get a player control foul.
Drop the shoulder. It's always going to be called on you. That's going to be called on Cam James. 2 quick fouls, 3 overall in the game. Third team foul on Western.
2:51 to go. In the third quarter, it's an 8-point ball game. Fairfield with a chance to put it back into double digits. Friend dribbling ahead. Works it back out.
Friend's done an admirable job controlling and dealing with the pressure of Western.
Back out to Friend again. Couple of crossovers, then in the corner he goes once again to Fouch. And the Fairfield fans, that favorite call is down underneath. Moots forces one up and in. They all like to make that traveling call, don't they? Whether you're traveling or not. Out off the left side, Haggie, the ball knocked away. He'll get it back.
TJ Moots now with 10 points in the game.
42-32 the score. And off the screen, Haggie for a 3-shot. Nope, rebound back down to Janes. Janes in paint, goes back out right side now to Lytle. Then they'll find Carter, and we're going to get a foul against Fairfield.
Trey House tried to draw another charge. He doesn't get it. He gets his second foul, fourth team foul on Fairfield in the second half. 42-32, 10-point lead for the Fairfield Lions. 1:54 to go in the third quarter.
At the foul line now will be Chase Carter, one of the seniors on this ball club.
Chase Carter 1 for 2 on the evening from the free throw line.
And his first foul shot is good.
9 points now for Chase Carter.
And that cuts it back to a 9-point lead. 42-33. Big crowd here. Both sides of the gymnasium. Nice fan bases for either one of these teams. Second foul shot, that's good as well. We're back again to an 8-point game. 42-34 the score is in. It comes to Friend.
Chase Carter, the fourth player in the game to get into double digits. He now has 10.
Friend working off the right side.
That's what they want. They've got Carter on Friend. You get the nice pass.
And a shot from the corner, House. It's up, no good. Yes, that was House. Back out and go to Collins off the rebound. Now to Friend. Nice defense there by Carter, by the way. He stopped Friend on a break off the baseline. As now they go inside, try to go to Moots. Instead it goes to House. House in traffic, turnaround up off the glass and in.
Oh, nice move, Trey House. 15 points, your leading scorer in the game. Trey House, a 5'11" junior.
44-34 the score from the corner, a 3-shot. Lytle, nope, rebound Friend. Friend one-on-one against Carter. He'll stop, pop, up and in. Mid-range jump shot. Good looking shot, makes it 46-34. Fairfield back up by 12 now. 54 seconds to go in our third quarter. Fairfield would do with another stop here and extend this lead going into the fourth. And a missed shot by Carter. Good defense by Fairfield. Out ahead they got House. House driving in off the left side up against Lytle or Henderson. Shot no good. Rebound back out. He'll find Carter going the other way. Carter stops up and in. Nice play for Western, by the way.
Very nice play. Mr. Chase Carter now 12 points in the game.
46-36 the score. Friend will have it again. Fairfield up by 10. And they throw it away.
Checking back into the game is going to be Zach Teed, 6'2" senior. He will replace Colt Henderson for the Western Indians.
17.2 seconds to go in our third quarter play here from Piketon High School, the home of the Red Streaks. Piketon, Ohio, if you're unfamiliar with it, it's just on the juncture of State Route 23 and 32. Yeah, it's just north of that, by the way. Bounce pass on the right side, Lytle. And the ball almost taken away. Good defense there on the part of Moots.
Great effort by Mr. Moots. 10-point lead, 46-36. 8.3 seconds to go in the third quarter. Fairfield on top.
8.3 seconds, as Brett said. That's a lot of time in this kind of ball game. Haggie with the ball. Couple of crossovers, takes it in right side, little finger roll up and in, and one. And that's expensive.
Worst case scenario that you want to see. It's going to be Wyatt Collins picking up his second foul, but it's the and one with.
That cuts the lead back to 8 now.
Drew Hagee going to the line. He's 1 for 1 from the free throw line. He has 13 points on the evening.
2.3 seconds to go in the quarter.
Tyler Kearns and Colt Henderson, they are back in for Western. Also checking back in, that's going to be Gabe Fouch for Fairfield.
46-38 the score. As he'll step to the foul line. He'll shoot only one, and he makes it. 46-39. It's back to 7 points, and now Friend on the buzzer for a long shot. No. We're back. Fourth quarter up next here on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
Begin your family camping adventure at Sherwood Auto and Camper Sales in Hillsboro, Ohio. Check out the all-new Coachman Clipper camping trailer. It's been engineered around one simple word: easy. Easy to set up, easy to store, easy to use, and most importantly, easy to enjoy. And weighing in at as little as 1,500 pounds, it can even be towed by a minivan or SUV. Sherwood carries the entire towable Coachman lineup, plus they've got a full-service center for all types of RVs and the largest parts and accessory store in the area. That's Sherwood Auto and Camper Sales, 1460 North High Street in Hillsboro.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxler Tractor.
We begin the fourth quarter. It's Fairfield leading by 7. Western with the basketball. Again, Western working to our left in this half, Fairfield to our right. And again, if you haven't watched yet, if you're listening to it on C103, we certainly appreciate you listening, but be aware you can go to Goodguysradiotv.com. Good Guys Radio TV, it's a free service. And you can watch this ball game in its entirety. The cool thing is, if you want to go back and watch it later, you can do that as well. It'll be archived. Skip pass out top. They'll go to Carter.
That foul called on Drew House, his third, team 6. Next foul committed by Fairfield will put Western on the line for the simple bonus.
Aggie dribbling the basketball. Little hook pass to the right side. There to James. Now to Carter. Carter in the paint. Wow. Unmolested. He puts it up and in, make it 46-41.
Chase Carter got his lead. Sorry, Don. Chase Carter got his defender on his hip, and there was no way to stop his progression.
Larkin Friend out top. Out off the left wing now. Dribbles around. And tries to go to Moots. The ball loose on the floor. Western has it. Chance to cut this lead even further. Out ahead, Haggie for a jump shot for 14. No, rebound down underneath though, Larkin Friend. Fairfield gets it back. And Friend will stop in the backcourt, swings it left side, now far left side to Fouch. Fouch, a hop and a skip. And we're going to get a foul inside against Western.
Haggie going to pick up that foul. Drew Haggie, that's his second, team's 4th on Western.
(46-41) the score.
He's been sitting a long time in the second half. Gunnar Bennington picked up his 3rd foul 12 seconds into the second half. He's now back on the floor.
6 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the ball game. And again, they're going to clean up some moisture on the floor.
A lot of that's been pointed out by Tyler Jemison, one of the premier assistant coaches in the league. He is coaching for Western.
Has 5-point margin here. Fairfield is led by as much as 12. And Fairfield will put the ball in play underneath their own basket. The good side's they got a foul. The bad side is TJ Moots was set up in the corner to hopefully drop a 3, but maybe they can repeat that set because they could certainly use that right now. As Friend will pull the trigger.
The momentum certainly has shifted.
That it has. Friend. Looking.
There we go.
Goes right side to Moots and challenged and misses the shot. Haggie out ahead. Left side to James. James spin move off the left side, and immediately Bennington is going to pick it as a 4th foul, I do believe.
I don't know. They're looking on inside. That is going to be Bennington. His 4th foul into the game for about 8 seconds and picking up that 4th foul. All fouls now committed by Fairfield will put Western on the line for the simple bonus. That was a 2-shot foul.
Cam James at the foul line. He's been pretty good there. Continues his trek. He's cut this lead now to 4. He could cut it to 3. Single possession territory now.
With the make, Cam James can become the 5th player to get into double digits. He has 9.
And he does. Make it 46, 43.
Back in the game is going to be Mr. Wyatt Collins for Fairfield. Gunnar Bennington's going to have a seat with 4 fouls. 6:43 to go in the game. 3-point lead for Fairfield, 46-43.
Listen to C103 anywhere and everywhere. Just download an app. You can listen on your smartphone, your iPad, whatever. But you can also go to your Alexa device and say, turn on C103 Country, and you can listen that way as well. 6:26 to go in a ball game. Larkin Friend directs a little traffic out there. And again, Fairfield's gotten a little tentative. So they've spread the floor a bit now. House goes right side to Friend. And again, Friend back down in the corner to Fouch, back to Friend. And again, they've got it spread using about 2/3 of the half court. House.
Fouch has
against Carter.
Fouch had,
Yeah, that was a player control foul.
Trey House going to pick up his 4th foul as well. That right wing got out there and he just shoved his defender away right in front of the referees. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll be back after this on the Good Guys Radio TV network.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 46-43 is the score. And Fairfield just gave up the basketball on a player control foul. So Western will have it. Opportunity here to tie the ball game on a 3-point shot. And that has not been the case since Fairfield took the lead back with 4:30 to go in the second quarter. Fairfield needs it stopped. The obvious part of this, Rodriguez ahead. Left side into the corner for Carter. He buries it and ties the game. 46 all. And right now, Brett mentioned it a couple minutes ago, momentum is absolutely in the favor of Western. As tie game with 5:34 to go, as bounce pass there to Moots. To Friend off the left side to get Moots in underneath, and shot up and in. Fairfield retakes the lead now, 48-46. Now get a stop and get back comfortable. 5:17 to go.
Shot up by Hagee. He gets his own rebound, puts it back up.
And it's tied again at 48 all with 5:07 to go.
Hagee now, he has 15 points in the game.
And now quickly ahead Moots, dribbling around out top. He'll hand it there to Friend. Friend working around. Swings it off the left side there to Collins. Collins. And stops and pops just inside the arc, up and in. That was a nice shot. 50-48, very timely.
White Collins, 11 points in the game. Yeah, that was Sweet.
4:38 to go in our fourth and final quarter. Southern Hills Community Bank, as they present our tip-off show. They have locations in Adams, Brown, and Highland County. Check them out. Haggie with the basketball out off the left side.
If I've got the ball in my hands, I don't want Gabe Fouch guarding me. He is tough on defense.
Carter, nice job
There
on
we go.
the part inside there of Collins, or Miller, excuse me.
Over the back, Colt Henderson's going to pick up his third foul, team's fifth.
And we got time out of the floor. We're back after this on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
Taste the Snappy Tomato Pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com.
This coverage sponsored by Southern State Community College. Visit sscc.edu to begin your pathway to completion. And again, it's time for that H&R Block scoreboard update. H&R Block in West Union, your tax and financial partner. And with 4:08 to go in the ball game, 4:09 to be exact, excuse me, it's 50-48 Fairfield. And Fairfield has the basketball underneath the western basket. Stay tuned, by the way, also after our ball game for a Snappy Tomato Pizza. See with their player of the game. That's Snappy Tomato Pizza in West Union and Seaman, as Moots puts it in play to Fouch.
On that timeout break, Zach Teed back in the game for Western. Excuse me, Don.
You're fine. Friend dribbling ahead at the midcourt off the screen. Wow. Teed's a pretty big guy. Yeah, he got off a Friend real quick. They didn't want him on Friend.
That's correct.
As Friend dribbling around out top. He'll get it there to Fouch. Fouch working it out off the top to Miller. And now to Friend. And Friend, how did he recover that basketball, and how did Carter end up with it?
And how was no foul called?
Yeah, 3:33 to go in the ball game. And Fairfield gives it up. Western will get it back. Drew Haggie has the ball, dribbling out top. And they try to go to Teed, and it's knocked away. Good defense there on the part of Collins. Back it'll go to Friend. Willie and Son Trucking postgame show. Stick with us. We'll have our Adams County Regional Medical Center coaches comment show in that as well. Willie and Son Trucking. Sean Willie and the folks. As over to Miller. And our off the right side. Shot up by Collins. No. Rebound Teed. And back will go the other way. Rodriguez. 1 point or 2 point ball game. Excuse me. Rodriguez. Back out to Haggie. Working against Fouch. And a couple of crossovers. Haggie at the elbow. And the ball knocked away. Good defense there by Fouch. Friends ends up with it. 2:33 to go.
Fouch blocking that little pull-up by Haggie.
And a takeaway. Haggie going the other way. Shot up and in. We're tied. 50 all. The score. And Fairfield will have the ball with 2:16 to go in our ball game. We'll be back after this on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
McCarty Associates, with offices in Hillsboro, Washington Courthouse, and Loveland, is an architecture, engineering, and surveying firm celebrating 50 years of serving southern and southwestern Ohio. McCarty Associates is a broad-based consulting firm providing services to governmental agencies, public bodies, corporate and business entities, and the general public. They also offer construction management for clients that require a higher level of assistance. If there is a construction project in your future, McCarty Associates can take your vision and help make it a reality. Visit McCartyAssociates.com for a complete list of their services.
You've been listening to us for years.
Shot up by
for
three. It's up and in.
Now it's time to watch.
I can save!
Good Guys Radio TV is here with live video coverage of everything happening in our area. Local sports.
And this one is a hard shot out to left field.
Local events.
Hey, this is Braden hanging out with you.
It's all on GoodGuysRadioTV.com. That's GoodGuysRadioTV.com.
guard man-to-man. Friend has the ball knocked away. He gets it back, goes back out to Fouch. Down under 2 minutes now. Friend finds Fouch in underneath. And we're going to get a player control foul against Fairfield. Is that correct?
Nope, they're going to call it just a turnover on Fairfield. Ball thrown away down the baseline.
Minute 53 to go. Tie game, and Western will have the ball and opportunity to take the lead. It would be the first time they would have led in this game since way back with 6:45 to go in the, 5:29 to go in the second quarter.
A lot of talk between the coaches and the referees. Everybody must be in the same book club, Don.
There you go. Discussing what they're reading.
Yes.
Bedtime. As inbounds, it comes down to Rodriguez. Rodriguez ahead left side to Carter. Carter back out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez bounce pass right side, in the go, and back out they'll come again to Rodriguez. Rodriguez in the paint. Shot disrupted there by Friend, I believe it was, or was Moots. Moots out ahead right side. Fairfield with the ball. Tie game. Moots in the paint. Puts it up off the glass and in. Wow, I thought that was going to pop out. 52-50. Fairfield with 1:25 to go.
Moots elevating with players hanging on him. 14 points for T.J. Moots.
Let's get a stop here, Fairfield. Out off the left side. Then we'll go to James. James goes to Carter. Carter covered by 4 guys. They'll kick it back out now to James. James shot up. Nope, we'll get a foul. It'll be a 2-shot foul.
Moots holds his hands up. He believes that foul is on him. The referee agrees. T.J. Moots picks up his second foul. 19th foul. Simple bonus. They may call that a shooting foul as well.
Yes, Cam James will go to the foul line. He's been a pretty nice foul shooter.
Yeah, Cam James on the evening is 2 for 4 from the free throw line. He has 10 points on the evening.
Everybody's still trying to clean the floor up. Continue to try to get that moisture up.
Don, right across from us, Piketon baseball. Did you ever get a chance to see Zach Farmer pitch? What an athlete.
Yes, what an athlete he was. Former student here, Ohio State player with a very untimely death. Way too young in his life. But a fine baseball program and player here at Piketon. As foul shot up, and it's good. 1-point game now, 52-51.
Cam James now 11 points in the game. He is the 6th player and to double digits on the evening. Both teams with 3 players in double digits. He hits them both.
He ties the game at 52 all with 1:05 to go. Fairfield has the ball. Friend out top. Friend kicks it right side. Left side, over to Collins, back out to House.
Under a minute, Don. What do you think? They go to the last shot, get a timeout, talk it over, and take the last shot, or no?
I think that's what I would attempt to do, but you got to take the first best shot. So if they get a look right now, they're going to take it. His Friend goes in
and there
puts it up and in. 54-52. The door opened and he walked through. 54-52, 32 seconds to go in our ball game. Out top with the basketball is Haggy. And we'll get a player. And we're going to get a foul called, and one of the Fairfield players is fouled out.
Trey House. Usually when you see somebody lower the shoulder, it's going to be a player control foul.
But instead, going to the foul line is going to be Drew Haggy. He will shoot 2. His team down by 2 with 27.1 seconds to go. And what a game. What a game Trey House has had off of the bench.
My. Trey House leaves the game 15 points, 4 for 5 from the free throw line. Great defense as well.
First foul shot is good. 54-53 now.
Drew Hagee now 3 for 3 from the free throw line, 18 points on the evening. He's your leading scorer for Western. He's also the leading scorer in the game.
He'll settle in for the second foul shot, can tie it here with 27.1 seconds. He misses it. And the shot, and it's loose. And it'll be a held ball, and it will go to Fairfield. And tempers are beginning to flare a little bit now.
Yes, sir, they are, and they're going to have to get the towels back out again. That was several players on the floor there.
54-53 with 24.7 seconds to go. We've got timeout on the floor. We're back after this on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
You've been listening to us for years.
Shot up by
Yes.
for three. It's up and in.
Now it's time to watch.
I can save!
Good Guys Radio TV is here with live video coverage of everything happening in our area. Local sports.
And this one is a hard shot out to left field.
Local events.
Hey, this is Braden hanging out with you.
It's all on GoodGuysRadioTV.com.
That's GoodGuysRadioTV.com.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and we've been doing just that since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in the people of this community hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Fairfield on the line for the simple bonus.
24.7 seconds to go. That sounds like a short period. It is not. That's a lot of time in a basketball game. TJ Moats will put it in play. Bennington back out there now with 4 fouls. Brings some height to the floor. Fairfield deep in foul trouble. As in the backcourt, Collins has it. Quick pass over to Friend. Friend being picked up on a double team. Backs up, and the ball's knocked away. It's loose on the floor. Who's going to have it? They go left side with it, Carter, and the ball knocked away. And who's going to get this time out of bounds? It'll go. It should be Fairfield ball, I believe.
Oh, no, it's got to be, yeah, Fairfield ball.
Yeah, it's Fairfield ball. And we're going to get scramble on the floor.
How about that series?
Gee whiz, 7.2 seconds to go in our ball game. That ball was loose. And Carter had it, then had a blocked shot. They thought he had a foul. Instead, there was a tumble and another tumble that went on the floor. And again, Fairfield has the ball.
Western still only 5 team fouls. They cannot put Fairfield on the free throw line with this first foul.
And timeout Fairfield. We will keep it right here. 7.2 seconds to go, and obviously Fairfield in the driver's seat with a 1-point lead. It's not much to play with. Of course, the big key to this is not to commit the turnover. Fairfield has faced some really good man-to-man defense.
Tell you what, both ball clubs have played very hard. No surprise, the score 54-53, 7.2 seconds to go in the game. They had broken away. Wyatt Collins was wide open, but at that point, they were getting close to that 5-second call. Nice job by Mr. Larkin Friend to call that timeout.
54-53, the score. The winner of this game goes on to play at 6:15 on Thursday at the Ohio University Convo. That's in Athens, Ohio. They will play a team to be determined yet tonight. And if they do move on, that would be a district championship, whoever plays in that. And right now, Western's pretty confident. They're coming out feeling pretty good. Fairfield should feel pretty good themselves. They have a 1-point lead. Friend will put it in play right here in front of the Western bench, right down in front of us. And you can look him going for Moots, my guess, with 7.2 seconds to go. And off the screen, he goes to Moots, and he'll catch the basketball. And that's where they'll go, and there'll be a quick foul. With 6.4 seconds to go, Fairfield has put their best foul shooter at the foul line.
No, it'll take one more foul, Don, before they get to the free throw line.
Good catch. I'm sorry. Even if he, as Friend will put it in play this time, in underneath the Western basket. They just moved it around a little bit.
Still want it in the hands of Moots if you can. 87% free throw shooter. Get that ball in. It is in the hands of Fouch. And he'll get fouled by Mr. Colt Henderson.
4.8 seconds to go. We'll walk the other way. And Gabe Fouch will walk to the foul line.
Mr. Gabe Fouch is a 63% free throw shooter on the season. He is now 11 for 18.
He'll step to the foul line. Fairfield only leaves one guy on the lane. That would be Collins. They're going to have 3 guys back. And the first foul shot up and good. Just like automatic. That's a 2-point now. Here's the key to this. We're going to keep it here again. They're going to have timeout. Even if he hits this next foul shot, it's still a 1-possession game. And again, you want him to make the foul shot. There's no question about that. But the key to it is to defend the inbound and stop them from getting transition in the 3-point shot. They're going to get a shot of some kind unless you can take the ball away. But, Brett, this is a tough situation to be in, isn't it?
Very tough situation. I'm sure that Quentin Williams for Fairfield is also discussing if Gabe makes his second free throw and if we are up 3, do not foul out beyond the arc for the possible 4-point play.
And 4.8 seconds to go. And, of course, the other part of that, you want to defend, but as Brett said, you don't want to foul. But, again, you have to try to impede their progress. The big one to it is to defend the pass as it's inbounded.
Of course, Don, the other option, if he hits his free throw, foul Western, put him on the line for 2.
That is true. And that's one that I do not see people execute very often. 55-53 is the score.
Wisconsin didn't do it yesterday against Michigan. They hit a 3-point shot at the buzzer, and all of a sudden Michigan won by 10 when it was all said and done.
Fouch at the foul line, shooting his second of 2. And the foul shot is up, and he buries it. All right, now we'll have another timeout, and again we'll keep it here. 4.8 seconds to go. Now tomorrow night we'll be back on the air. Ken Smith and Chris Blanton will bring you a doubleheader at starting things off. It says 6:15 on your schedule. It's 6 p.m. actually. Lynchburg versus Menford, followed at 8:30 by North Adams versus Lucasville Valley. That's 2 boys games. Again, district semifinals. Those games, they will clear the gym between games. So if you want to watch both games, you have to go up and pay to enter twice. So that's why they're spreading the time out, so they'll have time to do that. But 6 o'clock would be the Lynchburg versus Menford. And then it would be North Adams taking on Lucasville Valley. Both of those are good opponents. And, of course, Lynchburg Clay and North Adams good teams as well. Again, the score here is 56-53, 4.8 seconds to go. Fairfield leading by 3, but Western will have the basketball. Brett, nothing changes really. Do you foul him as soon as they put it in play?
I was just getting ready to say, Don, we ought to create a 2-man fantasy coaching league. If I'm Williams, and I can't hold a candle to his coaching, but if I'm Quentin Williams, I make the foul. And I realize they're in the double bonus, but put them on the line to shoot 2.
4.8 seconds to go.
And you, what would you do?
I would do that. I would foul. Drew Hagee will put the ball in play. And Fairfield's not even going to defend the pass. As inbounds it comes, they get it to Carter. Carter dribbling around, down, a shot up, and off the blast, no good. Fairfield's going to win it. That one almost went down.
All right, almost went down.
56-53. The final score. Fairfield moves on. They will play in the district championship at Ohio University Convocation Center on Thursday night at 6:15 p.m. Up next, it's a Willie & Son Trucking post-game show. We will be talking to Quentin Williams during our Adams County Regional Medical Center Coaches Comment Show. And we'll be naming our Snappy Tomato Pizza, see whether they play of the game. But first this, here on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
Begin your family camping adventure at Sherwood Auto and Camper Sales in Hillsboro, Ohio. Check out the all-new Coachman Clipper camping trailer. It's been engineered around one simple word: easy. Easy to set up, easy to store, easy to use, and most importantly, easy to enjoy. And weighing in at as little as 1,500 pounds, it can even be towed by a minivan or SUV. Sherwood carries the entire towable Coachman lineup, plus they've got a full-service center for all types of RVs and the largest parts and accessories store in the area. That's Sherwood Auto and Camper Sales, 1460 North High Street in Hillsboro.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Bachelor Tractor.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
8-1 in the first quarter, having scored the first basket with 7:36 to go in the first. Fairfield only led one time in that first quarter. That was 10-9. At the quarter break, Fairfield led 13-11. It was tied again at 7:02. Fairfield led at 7:07. Western 6:45, tied at 5:45. Western took the lead at 5:29. Fairfield led for the last, or took the lead with 4:30 to go in the second quarter, and was to not look back until we got all the way into the fourth quarter. Fairfield had a big finish in the last minute of the first half to lead by 10 at the half, 31-21. They outscored Fairfield 20-8 in the second quarter. In the third quarter, it was just a little bit more of the same, except Western just kept chipping away, and pulled within 7 at the quarter break, trailing 46-39, having outscored Fairfield 18-15. Then in the fourth quarter, it got all kinds of basketball again, as with 5:39 to go in the fourth quarter, Western was able to tie the basketball game at 46-all. Fairfield took the lead at 5:17. It was tied at 5:07. Fairfield at 4:38, tied at 2:14. Fairfield took the lead again at 1:24, and then they were to take, it was tied again at 1:05, and Fairfield was to take the final lead, the lead for the final time, with 32 seconds to go in the ball game. They led 54-52, and that was, each team was to have one more foul shot, making it 56-53, and Fairfield hung on to win the ball game. Fairfield goes on to play this Thursday night, 6:15 at Ohio University in Athens, the Convocation Center, and that will be the district finals for these two teams, or excuse me, for Fairfield versus whoever they should play at that point. And that game again would be at the Convocation Center. If you've not been there, we haven't been up there in a while. We used to go a lot more games were played up there, and they have since that time. We have not been as much because they used to play all the districts up there. They have not been doing it. This game would have been up there traditionally in the past, but instead they will play the winner of this game. They will play Paint Valley or Green. Franklin First Green or Paint Valley will be the opponent up there at 6:15. Now that game will take place right after this one. Paint Valley and Green will play next from right here at Piketon. And once again, that will be the opponent for the Fairfield Lions on Thursday night. All the Fairfield faithful, and they were here in spades, need to get out to make that trek on Thursday night. It should be a great ball game. It should be fun to watch Fairfield and hopefully see them cut down the nets at the Convocation Center. Again, 6:15 on Thursday night. Now, before I get to that, though, let's take a quick break. I'll tell you what else is going on this week. It's important as well, as, again, we continue the Willie & Son Trucking postgame show here on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking. Taste the snappy tomato pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at Snappy Tomato.
Come back again, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night. As I said, it'll be Lynchburg Clay taking on the #1 seed, the #1 team, at least according to the AP poll. What does that mean? Not usually a whole lot, but it's fun to talk about. From Waverly High School, that game's at 6 p.m. This is boys. And then on following that game at 8 p.m., at 8:30, as that game time has been changed as well, it'll be North Adams taking on Lucasville Valley. Ken Smith and Chris Blanton will bring you that. Then on Wednesday night, we move to the girls' side of things, and it's regional tournament action. North Adams knocking off those Fairfield Lady Lions. Oh my, what a game that was. And as we said earlier, we didn't want to see either one of those teams lose. But Fairfield went home and North Adams moves on. And North Adams will play from Logan High School. They'll be playing the #2 seed Portsmouth West. That'll be at Logan High School for a regional semifinal. Mr. Brett Spencer has individual and team stats. And we have our Adams County Regional Medical Center Coaches Comment Show, as well as our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game, and much more. But first this, here on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
McCarty Associates, with offices in Hillsboro, Washington Courthouse, and Loveland, is an architecture, engineering, and surveying firm celebrating 50 years of serving southern and southwestern Ohio. McCarty Associates is a broad-based consulting firm providing services to governmental agencies, public bodies, corporate and business entities, and the general public. They also offer construction management for clients that require a higher level of assistance. If there is a construction project in your future, McCarty Associates can take your vision and help make it a reality. Visit McCartyAssociates.com for a complete list of their services.
You've been listening to us for years.
Shot up by for 3. It's up and in.
Now it's time to watch.
I can save!
Good Guys Radio TV is here with live video coverage of everything happening in our area. Local sports.
And this one is a hard shot out to left field.
Local events.
Hey, this is Braden hanging out with you.
It's all on GoodGuysRadioTV.com.
That's GoodGuysRadioTV.com.
Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen. The Fairfield folks hanging out. Boy, they're having a lot of time as we await Quentin Williams to appear at the Adams County Regional Medical Center Coaches Comment Show. It's the Willie and Son Trucking post-game show. We certainly appreciate it. And we're going to take a break. Quentin joins us right after this on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
You've been listening to us for years.
Shot up by for 3. It's up and in.
Now it's time to watch.
I can save!
Good Guys Radio TV is here with live video coverage of everything happening in our area. Local sports.
And this one is a hard shot out to left field.
Local events.
Hey, this is Braden hanging out with you.
It's all on GoodGuysRadioTV.com.
That's GoodGuysRadioTV.com.
You've been listening to us for years.
Shot up by.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and we've been doing just that since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in the people of this community hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
I might just retire after this season.
I heard that. And folks need to understand, it's warm in here, but what an atmosphere tonight, right?
Yeah, it was packed. I don't know if there's really hardly any seats available, so on both sides.
Well, and Western brought you all the basketball game you wanted, didn't they?
100%, yeah. I knew it was going to be a game like that. They were really well coached. I have a lot of respect for Doug, so I knew he'd have a good game plan, and we'd have to come ready to go. And I thought we did a good job battling adversity, especially there in the second half when they went on the run. And we still stuck together and believed and got it done. Well, and
you're challenged with adversity even early on as you start getting in foul trouble early on. And you kind of stayed that way, and your bench stepped up as they've done all year, didn't they?
Yeah, 100%. We were definitely battling foul trouble the whole night. Gunner barely got to see the floor half the night. But, you know, Trey was huge off the bench. Cade Miller came in and gave us great minutes. So super proud of those guys.
What was the key to winning it?
Just sticking together. And honestly, you know, there could be several different things, but the will to win. I knew Western was going to win. they're a great community. They have a lot of community support, as you've seen, but we had to have the will to win and battle that resiliency. And I told them they're going to go on a big run. And if we withstand the storm, we're going to stand on top, and that's what we did.
Well, and Fairfield showed themselves when you scored 10 points in the last minute of that first half. That was Fairfield basketball. But everybody needs to understand, the other team's going to come back and push back out of the locker room every time, aren't they?
Yeah, 100%. And we talked about that in the half, just sticking together through that. Because, like I said, they're a way better ball club than their record shows. They've been playing really good as of late. And we knew we were going to have to, like I said, just battle that and stick together through it.
Going to the Convo is a big deal for the kids, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I can't remember the last time we've been to the Convo because, you know, ever since COVID, it hasn't been at the Convo. Yeah. So it's been a while. So it'll be an exciting thing for the kids to go to the Convo and play.
Paint Valley or Green, either one of them is going to be competitive, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. I have a lot of respect for the guys at Paint Valley. I talked to their coaches a decent bit, and I think they're good coaches. So if I was to guess someone that would win tonight, I would probably guess Paint Valley because they're super physical and they're well coached.
Quentin, last thing I'll go with you and let you go on is this is a ball game that was probably good for your basketball team, wasn't it? Good challenge.
Yeah, it was a good challenge, and I think that's how the games are probably going to go from here on out, no matter what game it is. So we got to continue to stick together and continue believing no matter what.
Quentin, thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Good luck to you.
Thank
you.
We
appreciate you. Quentin Williams stops here for our Adams County Regional Medical Center Coaches Comment Show. And we'll be right back and wrap things up as we continue the Willie & Son Trucking postgame show and announce our Snappy Tomato Pizza C103 Player of the Game right after this on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
Member FDIC.
Begin your family camping adventure at Sherwood Auto and Camper Sales in Hillsboro, Ohio. Check out the all-new Coachman Clipper camping trailer. It's been engineered around one simple word: easy. Easy to set up, easy to store, easy to use, and most importantly, easy to enjoy. And weighing in at as little as 1,500 pounds, it can even be towed by a minivan or SUV. Sherwood carries the entire towable Coachman lineup, plus they've got a full-service center for all types of RVs and the largest parts and accessory store in the area. That's Sherwood Auto and Camper Sales, 1460 North High Street in Hillsboro.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxler Tractor.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people.
Things. And our producer director on Good Guys Radio TV, Miss Maggie Dean. They do a great job, and they do not receive enough appreciation. We need to make sure they do that. Now it's time for a guy that needs some appreciation as well, Mr. Brett Spencer.
Thank you, Dumbles. Dumbles, if we'd have been standing out in front of this gymnasium, 10 knowledgeable basketball fans out there, and I said, here are the stats. Does this team win or does this team lose? All 10 would say this team wins. Unfortunately for Western, that's wrong. Incredible stats, and Fairfield just withstood it all. For Western Indians in that first quarter, they shot 5 for 11, 45% from the field, 2 for 3 from beyond the arc, 67%, and they led the game 13-11 by 2 over Fairfield. In the second quarter, which is their only weak quarter, they went 3 for 8 from the field, 38%, 1 for 2 from beyond the arc, 50% overall in that first half for the Western Indians, 8 for 19, 42% from the field, 3 for 5 from beyond the arc. That's 60%. And all of a sudden, on the strength of Trey House, Trey House, that second quarter he had, all of a sudden Fairfield had built a 10-point lead, 31-21. We're back to the good stats for Western. Third quarter, 6 for 10 from the field, 60%, 2 for 4 from beyond the arc, 50%. They'd cut that 10-point lead down to 7, 46-39. They came out in the fourth quarter, brought the game very close. They shot 4 for 8 from the field, 50%, 1 for 1 from beyond the arc. That's perfect overall in the second half. 10 for 18 from the field, 56%, 3 for 5 from beyond the arc, 60% overall in the game. Again, listen to these stats, and they fell short on the scoreboard. 19 for 37 from the field, 51%, and shot 6 for 10, 60% from beyond the arc. The final score, 56 for Fairfield, 53 for the Western Indians. From the free throw line, they shot 2 for 4 in that first half, 50%, 7 for 10 in the second half, 70% overall, 9 for 14 from the free throw line, 64%. Now, they only had 4 players get in the scoring column, 3 of which were in double digits. It was Logan Lytle. He had a total of 5 points on the evening. He also committed 3 fouls. Next, we get to the double-digit players. Cam Janes, he's a 6-foot sophomore. He had 12 points, went 4 for 6 from the free throw line. He committed 4 fouls. Next, you had Chase Carter, the big eater, 6'2" senior. What a nice game he had. Almost hit from half court. The shot to tie the game up, it fell, rattled around. Chase Carter finished the evening 17 points, 3 for 4 from the free throw line. He committed 1 foul, and your leading scorer, and you kind of got that impression from the early part of the game. He took 4 of the first 6 shots. Drew Hagee, he had a total of 18 points. He's 5'10", a sophomore. He went 2 for 4 from the free throw line. He committed 2 fouls. Again, final score, 56 for Fairfield, 53 for Western. Let's go over and look at the Fairfield line. So you just heard these incredible stats for Western, who fell short. Well, you'll be equally impressed with how the Fairfield Lions did. Fairfield had 3 less field goal attempts than did Western in the game. Western had a total of 37 field goal attempts. Fairfield only 33, but good shot selection in the first quarter. Fairfield shot 4 for 7 from the field, 57%, 1 for 3 from beyond the arc, 33%. You heard me just say they trailed by 2 at the first quarter break, 13-11. Second quarter, and if you remember, we talked about that's where Western fell down a little bit in that second quarter with their shooting. Well, Fairfield was there to pick it up. 7 for 9 from the field, 78%. Perfect from beyond the arc, 2 for 2 overall in that first half. 11 for 16, 69% from the field, 60% from beyond the arc, going 3 for 5, and they built a 10-point lead, 31-21. In the third quarter, although they were outscored by 3 by Western, listen to this shooting. 7 for 10 from the field, 70%, 0 for 1 from beyond the arc. That lead being 7 for Fairfield, 46-39. Fourth quarter, very selective. Nice job in listening to Coach Williams. They shot 4 for 7 from the field, 57%. Did not attempt any 3-point shots overall in that second half. They shot 11 for 17, 65%. In the first quarter, they shot first half shot 69% from the field. Second half, 65% from the field. Overall in the game, 22 for 33 from the field, 67%. 3 for 6 from beyond the arc. You've got that percentage. That's 50. And again, winning score 56-53. The Fairfield Lions move forward. From the free throw line, they came into the game shooting 68.8% as a team. Let's see how they did. They shot 6 for 9 in that first half, 67%. Second half, 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Fouch hitting some big free throws right there at the end. That's 75% in the second half. Overall, 9 for 13 from the free throw line, 69%, exactly on that impressive season average of 68.8%. We talked about in the pregame, this is a ball club that had to get some more balanced scoring, and they did that tonight. They had 6 players in the scoring column. Gunnar Bennington, you'd normally see many more points out of that young man, but he was in foul trouble all night. He had 2 points. He finished with 4 fouls on the evening. Next, you have Gabe Fouch. I don't care how many points he had. When he stood at that free throw line, up 1, needed 2. He dropped them both. He had finished with 5 points, 3 for 4 from the free throw line. He committed 1 foul. Next, you have Larkin Friend. His job was to keep possession of the ball under full court pressure. He did a nice job. He scored 9 points with 1 for 2 from the free throw line. He committed 1 foul. Now you have 3 players for Fairfield into double digits. Wyatt Collins, a 6-foot senior, he had 11 points. He committed 2 fouls. Trey House, we'll come back to him. TJ Moots, I like the name, I like the game. 14 points on the evening, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. He committed 2 fouls. Let's go back to Trey House. He was your leading scorer for the Fairfield Lions. Came into the game shooting 43.3% from the free throw line, 13 for 30 coming into the game. Tonight, he shot 80% from the free throw line, 4 for 5. He had 15 points in the game. This is a young man that came off the bench. He did foul out with 1:43 to go in the game. Trey House, again, your leading scorer for Fairfield, 15 points, 4 for 5 from the free throw line, committing 5 fouls.
All right. Now time to name our Snappy Tomato Pizza Senior Player of the Game. I don't think this is a hard decision.
I don't either.
I think this is pretty cut and dry. I think this young gentleman earned this as much as I've seen in a long time.
I agree with you. Say it.
I can't say my own name.
Give it. Are you hungry for pizza, Don?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
I'm with you, brother.
Always for Snappy Tomato Pizza. Trey House off the bench. What a game.
What a game. Snappy Tomato Pizza and Seaman and West Union Player of the Game. Congratulations, Mr. House, and thank you for the show you put on tonight. As a fan, I enjoyed it, and so did Don.
And all the fans as well, of course. And we certainly appreciate everybody listening in. And again, thanks to Chase Taylor for producing our C103 version of our ball game, and Maggie Dean for producing and directing our Good Guys Radio TV coverage as well. We'll be back on the air tomorrow night, both C103 and Good Guys Radio TV. Again, be on the air about 5:45. Tune in for that and watch a doubleheader tomorrow night. We will be, once again, that'll be Lynchburg versus Medford, and, of course, North Adams taking on Lucasville Valley. Again, this team, Fairfield, if you're a Fairfield fan, moves on to play on Thursday night from Ohio University Convocation Center, and that game will be 6:15 from Athens, Ohio. Once again, our Snappy Tomato Pizza Senior Player of the Game, Trey House. Final score here, it was Fairfield winning it by 3, 56-53, 56-53. I'm Don Bowles for Brett Spencer here on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.